Hey guys, it's me, Cameron. Welcome to another edition of Playcast. We're doing TF2 right now, as you can see. And of course, I'm joined with the other video game guys, Bracket and Ferrant. So,
Penis.
right. So, Sony Press Conference. Afterthoughts. Anybody want to start?
I didn't watch it.
Of course you didn't. You at least have minimal knowledge of it, right?
Yeah, I know Konami wasn't there. Or didn't do anything.
I know Konami wasn't there. I know what didn't happen.
Yup.
How about you, Ferrant? Anything to say?
With the PS4, the new their controller has a share button on it.
Yeah.
Okay, the share button is on the controller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
It's actually, like, I don't really like the initial design of the controller, but I think the concept is really good.
It has a touch screen at the top of it, and it's like, oh, I just did something amazing. Let me hit the share button, and let's just record that.
Yeah, there's no start or select. There's just an options button.
RAP, start select.
Right. But,
Star quit.
I actually I'm really looking forward to the share feature. It might seem a little bit gimmicky at first, but it's okay. Okay, Bracket, have you heard about it?
Nope.
Okay, the share, you can live stream your games with the PlayStation Network on the PS4. You can also, if you press the share button, you can upload the last 20 seconds of the game you're currently playing to, like, Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff.
It's not exactly bad.
I mean, no, it's not bad. It's just like they're trying to make it a more sociable experience, I guess. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what the creepy guy who designed the console said.
Creepy guy that designed the console.
He looked like a serial killer. I am sorry. He just looked like. I even showed Bracket the screenshot of him making the weird smiley, weird smile.
Sony, we employ serial killers.
No, they're more serial killers.
But yeah. Let's see, whatever things. If you're stuck in a game, you can request help by having someone who has the game just jump in and control you. Like, control your player. That's
totally not Big Brother-y or anything. Although I'm going to do that all the time just to mess with people.
Yeah, sure, I'll help you out. Run off a cliff.
Oh, yeah, let me just help you in this permadeath game. Kill yourself.
Yeah, sure. I'll help you out. I'll just sell all of your weapons.
Oh, once in a game item? Here you go. Throwing a pitch.
It seems like a good idea, as long as you can reverse what they did.
Yeah, I just realized now how possibly bad of an idea that is.
Or as long as you can trust the person.
I don't know. But, like, you have to think, that's the first thing that I thought of doing.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we don't trust you.
But you are Bracket, though.
You lost to a pistol.
Yes, I did.
Yep. For some reason, I'm better with a pistol than a scattergun.
Use the shortstop. Yeah.
Let's see. Things... Okay, any games that you're looking forward to? Like, something that got you really hyped up because of a trailer at the conference?
Yeah, that one game that, you know...
Yeah, because that question doesn't apply to you, so you could just skip.
I didn't watch anything from it either. I just kind of got after things.
Oh, right, so neither of you watched it. I'm the only one that actually watched it. Isn't that lovely?
I know you were talking about The Witness.
Yeah, The Witness by John Blow's new game. He actually he is an independent developer, but he's not by himself anymore. He has a whole team. I'm sure you already knew that because you're following his blog. But yeah, it's a PS4 exclusive. I'm assuming, by exclusive I mean console-wise. I think it's gonna have a PC version.
Yeah, it might.
And it seems like something that would be possible. I'm really looking forward to that. It looks really beautiful. It has that feel from a John Blow game. It's the aesthetic of it. It's different than Braid, but it has a similar, like, feel to it. You know what I mean? Like John Blow clearly has a certain style when considering aesthetics in a video game. Like that much is apparent. Oh Jesus, heavy. Oh God. Yeah, I'm dead. He like it's a puzzle game, and from what I saw in the trailer, it's at least the puzzles that it show is like connecting dots or something. I don't know. Like, have you seen the trailer?
Nope.
It wasn't really that much to go on in terms of gameplay, but it pretty much showed off what the game looks like, and it looks pretty amazing. And from what I read on the what the hell is going on? Why was your character stuttering?
I don't know. I hit G to taunt and it just stopped.
You saw what was going on, right?
I saw him just standing there.
Anyway, he was stuttering like back and forth, but yeah, I read in a blog post by the sound designer that everything in the game is like ambient sound, instead of just having like some sort of like backing track for the ambient audio. It's everything
Why would
is
you there after I die?
Everyone's happy for the win. Yeah, back to the witness.
Everything, like the ambient sound, it isn't just going to like be with a backing track or something that randomly comes up. Everything, all the ambient sounds in the game, like birds chirping, like wind blowing the leaves, it's all going to be rendered in real time by the game engine, and I think that's pretty awesome. I may be wrong. I'm pretty sure that there has to have been some game that's done that before, but it's the first time I've heard of it. It'd be pretty impressive thing to witness, no pun intended. I disintegrated. Apparently the big game reveal was Destiny. And my thoughts on that are, oh, we're Bungie, we made Halo, but we want to make a different game, so here's a new sci-fi first-person shooter.
The way you said that made it seem like Bungie's not allowed to do anything but Halo.
Well, that's what they're known for.
It's kind of the hole that they've dug themselves. Well, at least the hole that Microsoft dug them.
They're doomed to be labeled as the people who made Halo forever. Unless...
And now you're making it seem like them making Halo was a terrible thing.
No, I was just saying, I mean...
Make up your mind.
No, that's not what I'm saying. As a game designer, I wouldn't want to be known as for one thing in my catalog.
For being the people who made this.
Yeah. I'd rather be known as someone who makes games like this, or someone who made all of these things. Like, the career as a whole, not just one achievement. I mean, I'm not dissing Halo or anything, but it's just... It's past its time. Yeah. And I was hitting the wrong buttons and I kept saying medic. I was like, why am I not moving?
Nice.
Somewhat threatening force of nature.
Yeah, it's somewhat threatening.
Wait, is that you or CG? That was CG.
So that means Bracket is back here building a sentry, which is right there.
And it killed me. No, he killed me. Let's see what else. Square Enix, personally, I don't think that Square Enix had any reason to be at the presentation at all. Because, I mean, I know you could argue, well, they revealed that they're releasing a new Final Fantasy they're developing a new Final Fantasy for the PS4. It's just...
New Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's kind of a given.
Gotta kill the strike. Go.
If a new console comes out, they're going to make a Final Fantasy for it. That's kind of a given, and even if they needed to announce that, they could have done it in like some sort of like email to major gaming journalists or something. It's not that big of a deal that they would come to a conference just to announce it. And they showed the same tech demo that they showed at E3, but it was running on a PS4, and honestly it looked the same as it did last time, so there was no point in showing that either.
You realize had they not shown up, they would have been condemned for not showing up to the press conference, right?
Yep.
Yeah, good point. I guess there's that, but really I don't think that's enough to just at least do something. The way it felt to me is like Sony was like, "Hey, we should be in our press conference," and Square Enix like, "Oh, fuck, we don't have anything to show." That's just how I see it. Watch Dogs.
Is a game.
Yeah, it's being made by Ubisoft, and it looks pretty awesome. It's got that Assassin's Creed feel, and I'm not really an Assassin's Creed fan, but you know, in like a modern day city, do you guys know what the premise behind the game is, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, well, it's like
Oh, you meant... never mind. You meant premise of Watch Dogs, not Assassin's Creed.
no Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Essentially, the way the announcer described it is, he was saying stuff like, imagine a security, like a city and all the like security systems and everything that it has, all the protection and everything, and just imagine you controlling all of that. And they showed a gameplay demo, and I want to say that I'm assuming that the game engine is still a work in progress because the look of it kind of goes in and out of modern or current gen graphics to, you know, PS4 graphics, at least comparing to what other PS4 games were shown. And like it shows the main character, it looks like a kind of detective looking guy walking through the city, just walking, and these like windows popping up, like analyzing people, like it'll say like analyzing, and it shows the person's name, and then the character analyzes someone else, and it shows her name, and it says, like, it shows a percentage of that they're going to be a victim of a crime, and then he follows the person, and eventually she gets mugged, and pretty much what they showed is that he predicted the crime, and he chased after like the criminal and everything. It was really awesome.
Wait. So he predicted the crime, and he chased after the criminal, but didn't choose to stop it.
No, he got there. He couldn't be sure that a crime was happening until it started happening. You know, like it was like a percentage chance that she was going to be a victim, and then it showed like it identified the criminal. Like he started approaching her, and like it showed a percentage that he was going like a percentage that he's going to commit a crime, and it slowly kept going up until he actually did it, and then the main character just pulled out a gun and started, you know, wrecking his shit.
I would have walked up to him and be like, "You're gonna get mugged," and he left.
Wow. Let's see, what else was shown? I'm kind of drawing a blank here. There was Deep Down, Capcom's new IP. They showed. To me, it didn't look like honestly, I was a little bit skeptical. It didn't look like in-game footage. It looked like a mock-up, which has happened before. And it looked really awesome, though. It was like it had a Dark Souls feel to it. It was a medieval style RPG. It looks like a dungeon exploration type game, but it pretty much just showed footage, very, very amazing apparently in-game graphics, showing off like some sort of soldier or mercenary or some sort fighting off this dragon, and that was pretty interesting. I'm pretty excited about that. There was a There was a... Oh shit, I can't remember it, so I'm just gonna skip it.
Okay.
Let's see, what else was shown? Oh yeah, also, the PS4 is going to, as you go along, it's going to learn what kind of games you like and purchase, and it's going to guess what game you're likely to purchase what games you're likely to purchase in the future, and it will... The way he described it, it'll download onto your system before you buy it, and when you finally do, you can just play because it's already on your hard drive.
Yeah, but if you don't,
Playing his shit.
Yeah, it sounds very invasive.
like, but if you're not gonna pay for it and actually play it, that's just a waste of hard drive space at that point.
Yeah, like, is it going to be removable easily?
I'm not sure. He didn't really. The guy talking about it, he didn't really reveal much of it than that.
Okay, well, like, I mean, come on, let's be honest here. Even if it's not, like, even if the console is in the face of this shit, we're all still gonna get it. Like,
Yeah, probably. I
It's a
honestly might be looking into getting it at launch if it's not $1 billion. And it would be the first console I've ever gotten at launch.
it's good day.
I got a Wii at launch.
So did I. Well, I got a Wii at Christmas.
I wonder if CG... I just realized CG has not tried to use anything other than the scattergun. I wonder if he knows he has other weapons.
Face has other weapons.
Would you say, Brackett?
I think he shot somebody with a pistol once.
Oh, okay. Once. But yeah, anyways, I think that pretty much covers the Sony Press Conference. It was impressive, but it didn't really live up to my expectations.
Yes, Cameron, the press conference was impressive.
Anyway, I believe you wanted to say something about SEGA?
Yes, SEGA. SEGA of Japan here has been making copyright infringement claims on videos of Shining Force and other games on YouTube, and has just been removing them. Just, they just go, oh yeah, copyright strikes and all that. So quite a few channels have actually been affected by this. Pretty much anything that deals with Shining Force and other SEGA games.
I've vaguely heard about what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I heard that they even took down a video just for having Shining Force in the title.
Yep.
That's
If
really
it has
ridiculous.
anything to do with Shining Force.
I mean, it's just ridiculous, really.
Yeah.
I mean, is there any like confirmed reason why they're doing this or speculation?
Nope, that's part of it too. SEGA of Japan has been doing this for quite a while now, and they haven't said a word about it. They've been questioned many times, even by SEGA of US. And
Really?
SEGA of US hasn't reported. Yeah, SEGA of US has no idea what's going on. They have no idea. We don't know if SEGA of Japan has responded to them on that, but it doesn't seem like they have. And SEGA of Japan has not said a single word outside of everything.
Why am I sniper?
Because you touch... Oh, right, class limit on 2.
What?
There's
Yep.
a class limit of 2.
What does that mean?
2 people can play the same class on the team.
No, I mean I changed to demo.
You're incompetent.
That's the best guess, that one.
Right. So
Yeah.
so pretty much everything that has anything to do with Shining Force. Is it just Shining Force or any like
Other-
Sega IP?
Other games as well, but they're not being as affected.
I believe there's
So-
supposed to be a new Shining Force coming out.
Yes, there is.
I don't. That doesn't make sense to me. That deleting videos about Shining Force because you're releasing a new Shining Force game seems like negative publicity.
You know what it's called?
Publicity to me. What?
Search engine optimization.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
It's entirely illegal.
SEO.
But they're within their rights to do so.
Yeah, they are. Of course they are. But it's just it's
The dick way to go about it.
yeah, it is. I mean, it's not the first time a major game company has been dicks about something like that. Can't think of a particular one at the moment, but certainly not the first time.
There was Ubisoft that they were complaining they're being complete dicks to the director of Assassin's Creed when he quit. But, there was that.
Yeah.
That's irrelevant, though. And old.
I suppose so. Moving along. So, okay, imagine being an elementary school student. And, an elementary school student with math problems. We have word problems not only to, challenge people's minds, but also make it a little bit more interesting for students, obviously. At least in an attempt.
Yeah.
just imagine, like, you just can't say, what is 1038 plus or minus 762. Well, just imagine saying things like, I don't know, if slaves took over a slave ship, how many, or if there were 138 or 1038 slaves that took over a slave ship, how many died during the process? Or if you, like, in 300 whatever died, how many slaves do you have left? Or maybe ex-slave gets whipped so many times a week. How many times does he get whipped a month? These were actual questions that were on a math test at an elementary school, and you might be thinking, oh, it was some southern backwoods school or something. No, it's in Manhattan. This happened very recently in a New York City school, and
because New York is the most culturally sensitive place in the world.
Yeah. If all the teachers, all the punishment that the teachers faced was they had to take sensitivity training. And the worst part about it isn't, I don't know if it makes it worse or better, but the questions were compiled by student questions. The teachers asked students to create questions for the test, and they chose those slavery ones and put them in.
Like, how bad were the other questions?
I'm not sure. They didn't talk about those.
The other questions were history.
If the other questions were about street shoes.
They were just questions about slaves. Jokes, everyone. Jokes. It's called comedy. How did I miss?
But, yeah, that happened. And on the subject of TF2, who's dominating who right now?
I'm best friends with CG.
Oh yeah, you got Pyrovision. Yeah, I'm on your team right now. But my rap assassin, I thought that said rap asshole.
Yep.
My rap asshole is strange.
Well, it would be strange.
Any other topics that we can think about? What? That's bull. Complete
We
bull.
could try. We could try something to do next time, like introduce something possibly doing next time. I told you guys about the human test, right?
You mentioned it, and I stopped paying attention.
It's pretty much like a series of, like a list of behaviors and questions, and if you do or answer yes to anything on the, or at least 5, I think, of any of the 20 questions, then you're, like, the more you get, the more human you are, and it's really odd behavior. And apparently, it's like things that you think, you wonder if you're the only one who does it. And it turns out it's like really common behavior. Just people don't realize it.
You're never the only one who does anything.
Yeah. Like one of them was, like, I'll just say a few.
Like, Hitler committed genocide. He's not the only one to do that, though.
I think it's a bit of a different subject. I'm pretty sure Hitler wasn't like, dude, I wonder if Hitler just like killed a bunch of people. Just, I feel really bad for this. I feel better if other people have done it.
You know, Hitler wasn't so bad of a guy. I mean, he did kill Hitler after all.
Yeah, but he did kill the person that killed Hitler.
Yeah, what?
And not to get off subject, but the thing about Hitler is people, like, there's a picture of him that was floating around the internet recently of him.
Topic about this?
What?
The topic has changed. It's not.
Yeah.
It was never about human behavior. It was about Hitler's behavior.
Right. Anyway, it was a picture of him like going for a walk with a little girl. I'm assuming it's a girl he's related to, and people were like incredibly shocked because he just has that image of being just. He's not attributed with being a human being because of what he did. And the thing about it is, Adolf Hitler was a man, not a monster. He was a man who did incredibly horrible things, but he was still a human being, you know? and
Yeah.
people just are completely shocked that he would like do things like take a walk with his daughter or granddaughter or something. It's just, I don't know.
He had one testicle.
What? Really? Is that a thing? Or did you just pull that out of your ass, or is that a real fact?
How did you not know that?
I didn't know that. I heard that that people thought that he would get blowjobs under his podium when he gave speeches, and that's why they were such good speeches. I don't know who came
All
up
I
with
know
that.
is I found that out because Sniper Elite V2 isn't accurate because if you shoot Hitler in the balls, he has 2 instead of 1.
Right.
Just made this about video games.
Ooh, I just found Frontier Justice.
Aw, man, I didn't even kill him with that.
But anyway, back to the human test. Okay, I can just name off a few. Let's see. If you've ever tried to open a door with your car keys remote.
What?
Yeah, I've actually done that once.
What do you mean? I'm like, what?
Like, you know how some cars have like the button with like unlock, lock, trunk, those things.
Ah,
Wasn't that Mr. Noob guy playing with us when we did shenanigans?
I believe so.
I don't recall that.
I don't know.
But
I'm in the server all the time, so, you know.
oh yeah, just so I'd mentioned the guy that I was talking about earlier and who's playing with us badly, but CGE or CGI, I guess it's how it's pronounced. I'm not really sure. Kieran Golding. Yes, I'm saying his full name. He is a.
Stalk him.
You know, this book.
What?
Just move on.
It was more for his DeviantArt, but whatever. He is an artist. He's a pretty good artist. He did the artwork for them video game guys' faces. It's kind of a cartoony style, but that's not his only. He does many different styles and drawings and stuff. He's studying animation right now, but
Can you accent that makes you say drawing? It's annoying as hell.
What is it? Drawing.
Yes, drawing.
Drawing.
Hero.
Drawing. Like that?
Yes, drawing.
Drawing.
Good. We've
I'm
accomplished-
sorry. I'm sorry that I'm from California. But
That's a southern draw though.
Don't you live in, like, Tennessee or whatever?
yes.
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
Right. Well, okay, occasionally I have some quirks in my accent that
Yes,
come
one of them being drawing.
Shut up.
They
Anyway,
drawl for a
let me
reason.
continue my free publicity. Damn it! Now I can't. Now I can't words. Look what
You
you've
can
done.
never words, so
Publicity. Let me continue my free publicity for Kieran. Anyway,
technically it's not free if he drew the pictures. It's a trade at that point.
well, he was going to do it for free. I insisted on compensating him, which he rejected
I'm
up
trying
until
to heal him.
Oh, that is a nice post.
I sat there trying to heal him. Didn't
But
work.
yeah, he's a really good artist. Anybody who needs, I just thought I'd give credit to him since I haven't done so on the page, which reminds me I needed to fix the description for that. Yeah, he did the faces. They're really at least I like them. I mean, do you other guys like them? You like the
Bracket threw
faces?
piss at me.
You like the drawings, guys? Like pretty good.
I like the drawings.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut your face right now.
I don't know, I'm the one who can talk, you can't.
Speaking on accents, oh my god. Okay.
Speaking on accents, what?
Speaking about accents, I'm not actually. I don't know if I should continue with this subject because technically I could be fired. Yeah, just
Fired from what? Where do you work?
if I state it, then I definitely can't tell the story.
What specific location so everyone listening can stop?
Okay, I'll just say. Okay, can you guys, for the sake of, I won't have to cut this because I really don't want this to be a segment that I have to cut. If you know where I work, so don't say it, please. Anyway, that's my disclaimer.
He totally doesn't work at a place that sells food.
Well, that's fine. It's just
He works
I
at Red.
What?
He works at Red.
Yes,
Red?
right. Yes.
Red?
You're on Red team.
Oh, right. Anyway, this place that I work at,
Competent piece of shit.
and even though it's going to be incredibly obvious what I'm talking about, as long as I don't name it, I'm not at liability of losing my job.
You still are, however.
I'm pretty sure I'm not if I don't name what it is.
Eh. Either way. Just keep going. Doesn't matter.
Okay, Southern people, for the life of them, most of them cannot pronounce things, Mexican words.
Like quesadilla?
That is exactly what they say. Quesadilla isn't the worst I've heard of that. I've heard quesadilla. Quesadillo even. I've even heard, I want that thing, and I have to turn around and look to see what they're talking about. I've heard they want... Okay, the word is empanada. I'm assuming it means pie or something. I don't know. They pronounce it empanda.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't mean pie. It could be a type of pie.
Yeah, some type of
I
pie.
really want a panda to eat now.
God dang it. Kieran, stop winning. But, let's see. What other things do they pronounce wrong?
Oh god, so incompetent, Cameron.
People... Are you watching me
Yes.
lose badly? Let's see. For some reason... Well, I guess it's it can be either way, but some people think that XXL means extra long. It's extra large.
Wouldn't that be extra large?
Yeah, but...
Extra long.
So if it's an extra long burrito, or extra large burrito, wouldn't it technically be extra long?
Not necessarily. Not
It could be
necessarily.
fat.
No,
Don't discriminate.
Yeah.
Rage Havoc. Rage
Oh
Havoc.
god, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding.
Yep. We all went rage heavy. So
Let's see, what else? Wait, are we on 3? Oh, we are on teams of 3 now.
You just realized this?
Oh, why are you so bad at games, Cameron?
Shut up.
Our team did just get destroyed by Nero, so...
Yeah.
You just obliterated him. Anyway, let's see what else. I've heard Toko. I want a crunchy Toko. Let's see. It's not as bad as spelling though. I've had people bring me lists with just god awful misspellings of words that aren't hard to spell. I've gotten taco spelled like toka.
Toka.
I've gotten lettuce spelled L. In fact, just today, I've gotten lettuce spelled LETUSS.
In fact, Cameron works at
Toast. Dude. What the fuck?
I said
Toast. That is clearly obvious.
No, it's not.
Oh my god.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to bleep you now. I'm going to bleep you in a very creative way.
Yeah, in fact, he works at McDonald's.
In fact, he works at Toast. What? I just said Toast.
It's kind of obvious, though. I mean, we've already covered you work in food.
I know, but
With
it's just... The more ambiguous it is, even though it may not be very, as long as I don't directly state it, I am not at liability of loss of my job.
I didn't directly state it either. I called it
Toast. That was... Jesus Christ. You just want to be censored as much as
Can't
possible.
even concentrate.
Oh, God.
Screw games. I don't need games anymore. To make more fun of Cameron.
How freaking long have we been at this?
I don't know. How long have we been recording?
I don't even think it matters anymore.
I'm just waiting for the chance for me to send this in chat so Brad could either kill everybody or die. Yeah, you're gonna... Yep.
No! So close. I should have just used my Or charge a charge. Why didn't I use it?
Why did you do that?
I don't know. Because I was overconfident that I wouldn't need it to kill you.
Curses, I should have been back.
That's when you throw him a sandwich. But, yeah. I've heard, Nachos Belgrande.
You're gonna have to get creative with the censoring camera. Oh god. Two down.
I've gotten...
One of them competent.
I've gotten... Jeez, I can't even think anymore. This is effectively turned into shenanigans without all the cutting.
You wanna bet?
Anyway... wait, who are you referring to?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've been hitting people with cleavers. I'm pretty sure that cuts them.
Let's see. Jeez, I've gotten...
Do bullet holes count as lacerations? Probably.
I've had the word cantina pronounced Catalina.
Quick, give me Catalina. I think that's illegal.
Catalina and Katarina.
Yes, it's very illegal.
And catatonic.
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 I'd like to order a catatonic.
Alright, just close your eyes. It'll be all over soon.
I'd like to order a lobotomy.
Jesus.
Ooh.
We'd
We'd be pretty good at that front. Lobotomy? Yeah.
I've had people tell me that they get confused between burritos. No, they come in because they wanted tacos, but they got burritos, and they're like, I don't know the difference between a taco and a burrito. Really? Really?
Yes! Good job, Cameron. You killed yourself.
Yeah.
On my bullets.
So there's a spy and a soldier. And me and CG have to deal with that.
You'll be fine. The spy won't be a problem.
I've also had people not know the difference between a crunchy or a soft taco.
Interesting.
And the only way I'd lose my job, by the way, is if someone from the corporation happened to be watching, which they probably never will, but, you know, they
I didn't say the name of it, Cameron. You'll be fine.
they're allowed to check employees' Facebooks, so yeah.
So don't share it on Facebook.
I won't. Anyway,
This is why you don't have Facebook. Well, I don't have Facebook.
You have a Facebook.
Oh, why? My Facebook doesn't do anything.
I don't think that it should be allowed for employers to check people's Facebooks.
That's
Like,
perfect.
especially even if they're private pages. It's just, you know, that's
How
kind
is
of
that a backstab?
Face stab.
that's kind of delving into, you know, you got to separate work from private life.
Nah.
But I guess the argument is that it's public
If in
Facebook.
private life you're murdering black people because
What?
you're racist, it's probably one of those things.
That's the only reason, because you're racist. That's the only reason you would murder black people. You know, you're not insane or anything. You're just racist.
Well, if you're that racist, you'd be technically insane, I guess. I don't know. Well, if you keep murdering them and expect it to be different, then you would technically be insane.
Yeah, probably.
No, that's the definition of insanity.
Have I told you the definition of insanity?
God damn it, yes. Go away.
Yes, go away.
How long has that spray been there? Do sprays? I thought sprays eventually go away.
Nope.
I wonder if I should. I wonder if I need to censor that or not.
Probably.
I think I'll just like stick a picture of Bracket up there.
Oh, shit. Wrong time to decloak.
I'm trying to think of creative ways to censor you right now. Like,
That's good.
Everything he says is Tokaball.
Tokaball.
Just come on.
Marstaball.
What is a Marstaball?
Is that still your status on PSN?
I think so.
Anyway, like with the completionist, whenever he censors something, it's just the picture of Banjo-Kazooie's face, a picture of Banjo-Kazooie's face goes over their mouth, and you hear him saying, "Bears!"
Well, I don't have a mouth, so...
Like, in a video with JonTron guest starring, he's like... Somebody from Continue, I think, was in it, and he's like, "How'd you get in my house?" And he's like, "I don't know, let's ask JonTron." And it zooms out, and he's just, like, asleep on the bed, and he wakes up, and he's like, "Get the fuck out of my house." And instead of fuck, he's like, "Get the bears!"
That's awesome. I am a demo.
Jesus Christ, Kieran, you need to stop. He needs to learn. Okay, I think he's learning.
I think he's learning how to die.
He's at least learned to move while shooting.
Jet neural lines. He's learned quickly. Oh no, right away.
Who's learned?
Nothing.
All right. Well, I think that we're kind of overstaying our welcome with this playcast today, so I think we're going to call it quits today.
Oh god.
Next week, I believe we're probably going to have a playcast with maybe some antechamber.
If we get it to work.
Yeah, if we can get it to work. Front will be playing some antechamber over a stream, if we can get it to work again. We'll hopefully have more stuff to talk about, or maybe the gameplay would just be that much interesting that we could talk over it.
Right.
We're going to have weekly mini playcasts, but we figured it was too redundant, and so we're going to be possibly doing some game reviews of new games that we wouldn't really deem like necessary for a playcast or a shenanigans. It's going to be called Fourth Opinion.
SNES 9X.
Fourth Opinion, and or that's a working title rather until I can think of something better. Initially, we're going to try. Since we have similar tastes, but we all have different play styles in video games. So hopefully that'll help people get a really solid idea of a game with 4 different opinions. And when I say 4, I probably should make this announcement. Dan Hibiki, who was in the TF2 shenanigans, he was heavily featured. Frank, yeah, we'll refer to him as Frank. His username was Dan Hibiki, and he wasn't really referred to by Frank in the video, so I figured people wouldn't know. Anyway, his name is Frank, and he's officially going to be joining in on them video game guys, so that should be very interesting. Anyway, that pretty much about ends it for this week. I'm Cameron. Thanks for listening, if you stayed with us for that long. Listening or watching, it doesn't really matter. Again, I was joined by the other video game guys, Bracket and Front. Hopefully next time we'll be joined by Frank. Catch us next week. Thanks for tuning in.